Alright, world. So I got some new garden ornaments. My mom came home today with some new treats for the garden. She got me 4 flamingos. So there's one. Ooh, there's some tomatoes that need to be picked in there. So flamingo number 1. Flamingo number 2, which I'm thinking of taking out and putting right here in this corner. Flamingo number 3. And flamingo number 4 down yonder. We'll get a close-up of that guy in a second. She also got me 4 garden gnome stakes to put in. So this one says, "Welcome, friends." I love this one. This one says, "Hello." This one says, "Welcome." They're so cute. And this one says, "Hello, spring." And there goes a close-up of that 4th flamingo. These flowers are so pretty. So everything in here is getting huge. There's tomatoes on this tomato plant. I'm gonna trim some of these leaves so that they're not putting a shadow on my lavender. This is the Spanish lavender. It smells so yummy. The basil in that corner. There's something else I want to show you here real quick. But first, let me show you how huge everything is. Finally, this eggplant is taken off. And my flowers that I planted back here, the forget-me-nots. Let me see if I can get in here. These flowers, the forget-me-nots and the poppies, they all seem to be over, like getting shadowed by this and this. The holy basil. I harvested some cilantro the other day. Look how big the creeping Jenny. There goes a pill bug. Ave Maria. So I think that these are zinnias. I think this is what a zinnia looks like. The zinnias that I grew last year, but they were really short because I had them in a small pot. So I think this is what they end up getting like when they're in a bigger space. I still don't know what the hee-haw these are because they haven't, shown me any flowers yet. This guy continues to be beautiful. So over here, that scarf I showed y'all, I cut it into strips. And what I did was I put the spaghetti squash in it. So this is gonna be like a cradle to hold it. And I tied it to the bamboo stick so that as it gets bigger, the weight of it doesn't snap the branch, the twig, the stalk, whatever this is. So as it gets bigger, I'll just loosen it and retie it. An update on my mushrooms. Whatever this is on top that they use to color it, when it gets wet, it gets all slimy and it comes off. I don't know if you can tell, but that little white dot right there next to the gnome, that was a mushroom and it lost all its coloring. So these will only last one summer. And that's fine. Maybe I'll buy some ceramic ones. All right, what else? Oh, so the peas. I didn't wait for them to see if they gave me anything more. This is the last of the peas that were there. These are some of the yellow beans that I harvested and a couple of green beans. And these are all the zucchini and squash flowers. So what I did was I pulled the plant. I added a little bit of this all-natural fertilizer that my sister gave me. I couldn't tell you the name of that because I have no idea. I would have to ask her. And I planted one of the sugar baby watermelons in here. And then the other ones that I took out, this is the Congo watermelon. And as you can see, pill bugs are already attacking it. Jeez Louise. And I believe this is a sugar baby. And this was the other Congo watermelon. And it looks like one of these leaves has been eaten. The others remain. Oh boy. This gardening season is gonna go down as the season where the pill bugs lost their damn minds in my garden. These are the Little Fingers eggplants, still in the bag. I don't think they're ready to be picked. Oh look, there's two more back here. There are a bunch. Okay, those just popped right off. That's fine, not all of them make it. There's some more there. This guy is the white one. There's a new one here. That's nice to see. No signs of tomatoes there yet. There's already a spaghetti squash here. This plant, I'm gonna just let it go forth and do what it wants. But when I see the fruit getting big, I will cover them with some type of a fabric so that the freaking bugs don't get to it. These are the sweet pea flowers that I planted, and my kuka melons are in here. Oh look, now after all this time, another sweet pea flower seed has sprouted. Better late than never, right? So that's that for here. So I put these sticks so it could have somewhere to climb. These kuka melons, the hope is that they climb up here and then attach to this and then just keep growing up this guy. And if need be, they can come up this way and back down through here. This is my herb drying rack. I put it there so I can dry my herbs out here. And like I said before, I'm gonna get rid of these baby's breath and plant that hot cherry pepper in there. Oh, my runners. So this is what happens with the runners. They end up just growing more. And you could, like I said, you can cut this off and root it, and that'll be a whole nother strawberry plant. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't have any space to put any more strawberry plants. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna harvest some of these leaves so I can add to my collection upstairs, because I've been snipping them and drying them so I can save them to make tea in the future. And that's that. And the verdict on this is that it is most definitely 100% an orange. These guys came out, and I only planted one orange seed, which means if I was to dig this up, this would be 2 sprouts that came out of that one orange seed. So maybe I'll take this pepper plant out and put it in that pot, and then just leave the orange growing in there. I'm waiting for this to get more leaves on it, a couple another, maybe this one, when it gets to this size, whatever size this one ends up being, I'll plant them. And so here are 3 more kuka melons. That is so exciting to me. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I feel like taking that trellis out of there and putting it in here, and when these guys get a little bit bigger, I can put 1, 2, 3 and have them grow in there. Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So let me take this trellis out now. That way no roots grow around it, and I will stick it right there, ahí mismito, so that it knows where it's gonna be living. All right, so I'm gonna pull the baby's breath now, and I'm gonna replace it with this plant. All right, so I picked my first pickle. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I just finished flipping out on the phone with one of my friends who got on my damn last nerve. Anyway, my first cucumber of the season, and I took out the baby's breath and I planted the hot cherry pepper here. So hopefully it does well. And now that's the orange plant, which I'm probably gonna move from here. Bring this back. Bring this guy to the front right there. And now I'm going to put away my fabric and my fertilizer, and I'm gonna sit right there and I'm gonna dunk my feet into that cold bucket of water while I drink my mint water and wait for the garden lights to come on. So look at how tall the tomato that I planted in this little crevice got. I feel like it grew so fast, so quick. And this little piece of mint down here, that is Kentucky mint that my friend who pissed me off a little while ago brought me a couple of weeks back. He bought the plant for himself and I just took a little clipping. A pill bug, get off. What was I gonna say? These cucumber plants, they got really tall really fast. And then over here, I don't know if you can see how like light green this cucumber plant is as opposed to those. That's new soil. This soil, I didn't replenish this soil with any nutrients this year. And I think that's why the leaves are so light and those are not. But if you look here, there is a cluster of stuff. And right there, you could see the first one that I've spotted so far. Lemon. Oh no, here's one, but it's not gonna make it. You see how the tip is brown? That means it might not fully develop. Which is okay, because it's just the first one. There's another one right there. But I have 3 more plants in there to see what happens. This guy has cucumbers on it. Oh shit, I didn't even see this little cucumber. All right. And this one, I don't think it has any cucumbers yet, but that's fine. That is fine. All right. So I put more sticks around here just to make sure that nothing gets in the pot. And as the watermelon gets bigger, I'll remove these skinny sticks and then begin trellising it here. You know what I should do with my wire, or maybe with some string? Put like lines of string, tie them going up here. That way the watermelon can just interweave through them. And then when it gets taller, I can connect it going up here. If it reaches that tall, we'll see. We shall see. The broccoli has survived. I thought it would be dead by now because of the bugs. But yeah, that's the garden. Everything's looking nice and lush. Especially down here. I can't wait till I get the rest of the bags to fill out this area. And then my pool will be encapsulated with foliage. You know, that's not a bad idea. I can bring it to a stop here and then put one more bag there, and then I'll still have this little entrance way to get in. Oh my God, it gets more magical by the day. Oh, here is the hole. This hole is the evidence left behind by a bug of some sort. It could have been a worm, it could have been a pill bug, it could have been a slug, it could have been ants. Who the hell knows at this point? But this is the second pepper from that pot. The first pot, they just literally bit it up on one part and there was holes in the other. You guys saw in past videos, I showed it. And then I just harvested 3. Look, there's a firefly in the vicinity. I harvested 3 peppers from there, saw it. And what happened? 1 out of the 3 had a hole. So this year, it really is me against these damn critters and pests in the garden. Ay, Papa Dios. So I just drained the pool. All the floor is wet. Before you start asking questions, before draining the pool, I watered every single pot that you see in this garden, okay? Including the freaking herb garden, which is underground, in ground, including the raised bed, all of those bags, and everything that's planted in the ground here, and everything up here, over there, and there. And this got watered twice because whatever was left of the water, that's what I drained out. And I swept it over that way. You know what I didn't do was sweep it that way. I didn't water the rose bush, but that's fine. That one doesn't need everything that I have planted in ground. I'd have to water it less than the stuff in the pot, so that's still good. I can water it tomorrow. Yep. So it's about 9 and there's still some type of, it's not completely dark. I hate that. I like when it gets dark, like at 5 p.m. I love the darkness. It's because my eyes are so sensitive to the sun that I'd rather not be outside when it's sunny. There's fireflies. Come on, stay in the frame, firefly. Oh, it keeps flying. Gotcha. I love the fireflies. Have you guys ever watched a show called Firefly Lane on Netflix? If you've not, then you should. But look how beautiful that looks. That looks like if gnomes were real, right? And they were gnomes and fairies living in my garden, and a gnome and a fairy decided to get married, this would be the altar they marry underneath.